The main role of a light machine gun is to provide fire support for the squad, requiring powerful and lightweight firepower, with some compromise on range. However, in history, there is a light machine gun that is not very large in size but almost as heavy as a heavy machine gun, and that is the Maxim-Tokarev light machine gun. At the beginning of the Soviet Union, the status of light machine guns in the military had been recognized, and various countries began to explore and develop related technologies. Similarly, at that time, the development of aircraft machine guns was also a focus. Since the Soviet Union was temporarily unable to produce a reliable model, they made a simple improvement on the basis of the Maxim machine gun and created the PV-1 aircraft machine gun. The PV-1 directly removed the water-cooled jacket and installed a multi-perforated air-cooled jacket, adjusted the booster to increase the rate of fire, and installed a synchronization device, becoming an aircraft machine gun for fighter planes. In the early 1920s, the Soviet Army also lacked light machine guns, and domestically produced light machine guns were temporarily difficult to develop. Therefore, designer Tokarev made a simple modification to the PV-1 aircraft machine gun and created the Maxim-Tokarev light machine gun. Based on the PV-1, the light machine gun removed the synchronization device, added 2 legs, and changed the original grip structure to a rifle stock style, making it easier for soldiers to handle. The ammunition supply was changed to a 100 or 250 round canvas belt. Strictly speaking, the Maxim-Tokarev light machine gun is just a Maxim machine gun without the water-cooled jacket. The automatic principle has not changed, and even the receiver structure is basically the same as the Maxim machine gun. It is a heavy machine gun. The machine gun weighs 12.9 kilograms, and with a 100-round belt, it weighs 15.5 kilograms. It is 1.33 meters long, with a barrel length of 655 millimeters, and a firing rate of about 600 rounds per minute. The production of this gun was from 1925 to 1928, and it was discontinued after the appearance of the DP-27 light machine gun. The total production was only 2450, making it a relatively rare light machine gun. The reason why the Maxim-Tokarev light machine gun was not widely used is multifaceted. Firstly, the gun bears the name of a light machine gun, but in reality, it is not lightweight, being one of the heaviest light machine guns. Compared to the DP-27 machine gun that replaced it, the latter weighs 9.1 kilograms, nearly 4 kilograms lighter. At the same time, another famous machine gun, the ZB-26, also only weighs 9.6 kilograms. The excessive weight is not conducive to soldiers carrying it. Due to inheriting the gas-operated principle, the gun parts wear out more severely, with more load-bearing components, making maintenance more troublesome than other light machine guns. At the same time, this structure also prevents the machine gun from further slimming down and reducing weight. The Soviet Army stored more than 2,000 Maxim-Tokarev light machine guns as reserves. In the late 1930s, this batch of machine guns had been stored for about 10 years. In order to offset the threat from the east, the Soviet Army assisted our country in the fight against Japan by providing some of these machine guns. For our country, which lacked weapons and equipment, these machine guns were a great help and were equipped to the elite Central Army, totaling more than 1,400. In addition to our country, Spain also obtained Soviet surplus machine guns and played a role in World War II. From a technical perspective, the Maxim-Tokarev light machine gun was just an emergency measure to temporarily meet the Soviet Army's light machine gun needs. If other domestic light machine gun projects could not make substantial progress for a long time, at least the soldiers would have a usable weapon. Its predecessor, the PV-1 machine gun, which used a 7.62 mm caliber, was barely passable as an aircraft machine gun, and its performance did not improve much after being modified into a light machine gun. It had already fallen behind the products of the same period. Only countries in urgent need of weapons and equipment regarded these machine guns as treasures. It is precisely because of the obvious defects of this gun that the Soviet Union did not continue to develop machine guns with a short barrel and rear breech principle. Instead, the DP-26 replaced it and became the main light machine gun of the Soviet Army in World War II. After being tested in actual combat, it was considered a qualified light machine gun, and the Maxim-Tokarev light machine gun became a short-lived product in the history of light machine guns. The low production quantity means that the existing physical specimens are also very rare.